we are back doing In the Paddock episodes. So this time on In the Paddock, we're hanging out with Kevin and his beautiful Chevelle. So Kevin, tell us about this car you got.
Well, I've basically had it since 2007. It was much different looking then. It was on its way to being a pro touring car, but not really. And I mean, it was all primer, you know, and I really had the same kind of idea all along, you know, like an LS1 T56, you know, that's what it has now, and that was done in 2011.
Okay.
So it's about 35,000 miles, I think, on this drivetrain.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing I love is that, like me, you were driving this thing all over, driving to events, doing road trips in it.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is the first time trailering it, actually. So, brand new trailer.
Oh.
But, yeah, no, the car was basically gone through then, 2011, or the drivetrain. And then it's just been upgraded like little by little. Like it was all stock suspension mostly, like some Hotchkiss stuff in the back, but all stock front suspension, like the Bilsteins, you know, that kind of thing. You know.
When did you do the first autocross with this?
2014. It was NMCA. Yeah.
Okay, so
I haven't been doing NMCA in like
right.
obviously like 3 years or something.
So was it like still on stock suspension then? Or?
Oh yeah. I didn't even have tires. I mean, I had like some all seasons, and you know, I had the torque thrust 2s. Remember, you know, back then.
Oh yeah.
And
that's right, I remember that.
It wasn't all stock. I mean, Hotchkiss springs, Bilsteins, stock control arms, a big sway bar, but it didn't help. It was just something. The last owner had the parts. He got them. He swapped. He stuck whatever he got. It's got like Edelbrock upper control arms still. You know, like just hodgepodge
stuff.
Yeah. So, but now I mean, it's like basically SPC uppers, SpeedTech lowers. I got Speedway spindle, so whatever that means in terms of getting the amount of the alignment. The SPC arms are great because you can get anything if you change those arm lengths. Yeah, right. 2002 Camaro engine, mostly stock, just a cam, and you know, obviously headers. But it was a pullout. It's all the harness original. You know, PCM's still like the original. But
you've added air conditioning.
Oh yeah, vintage air now, and
nice.
Dakota digital gauges. You know, went to back to manual brakes. That cool Detroit speed wiper thing that I've never used yet, or barely ever.
The Willwood master cylinder plays nice with the Barrett caliper.
I don't know. I mean, that's what they recommended, the bore size and everything, and it's a lot more effort, but I'm locking them up. Like, and I could tell I was, you know, doing okay.
Now what wheels are these?
Oh, these are some. That's the most asked question, and I'm like, they're just eBay wheels, like $200 a piece. Niche. Yeah, niche. They make tons of wheels, and honestly, I mean, I don't know if they're kosher for like too much abuse, but they fit. The offset's good, and I can do it square. You know, this is a 9-inch wide, 18 by 9. 18 by 9. Yeah, so it's a plus 40 millimeter offset, which everybody asks, with a couple spacers and longer studs. I mean, it works just great, and I can get a 285/30. 285, okay. And I think the new Falcon comes in 285/30, but
that's right.
The sidewall might not be doing me any favors, like this small. I'm not sure. The jury's still out on that one.
So 285 square, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then
with lots of rubbing. But yeah,
you got like what are those LS calipers basically?
Actually, you know what's funny? Like, this is all from Bear, but it's all C4 Corvette. Okay. So like they use the C4 everything. Calipers just made their own brackets and rotors, I think. And so control arms, springs, stock frame, like anything done to the frame on this? Literally nothing. I mean, I probably should have, but I didn't. I mean, the roll bar is welded to it. You know, it's all welded in with the bolt-in harness bar, but that's basically the only kind of upgrade to the frame. And it's you could probably tell looking at the body, it's been tweaked. Yeah. You know, the paint and everything is. So that's not, you know, I mean, it hasn't held me back, but I'm just waiting for something to break or crack. I weighed it just recently in about 3290 or something.
Whoa.
Or 33,
so
roughly.
It's big, but that's not that heavy.
Yeah, no, everybody thinks these cars are heavy, but with all the stuff that I put in the air conditioning and everything, I was kind of surprised. I mean, I only picked up a few, like a dozen pounds and 20 pounds, because I deleted a bunch of stuff. But yeah, they're not heavy cars, you know, by any means. They just look big, you know.
And the rear comes with like coil spring, so is it still coil spring?
It's coilovers now. So yeah, what are they called? Viking? Yeah, so Viking coilovers. They're Crusader. Yeah, double adjustable, and I rarely ever play with them at all. Like that wasn't even a thought today. I was like, I gotta do that.
I'm just gonna drive.
I mean, feels fine. I mean,
I love that though. So it's body, it's all original sheet metal. Or all metal still. Or?
Yeah, it's so far all steel, and you know, factory replacement quarters, whatever Dynacorn parts. You know, one fender I had to replace the hood for other reasons, but it's a stock hood. Okay. But yeah, it could. The car was painted in 2013, so it's got some. It's looking a little rough around the edges.
What have you done in the interior here?
Oh, so yeah, this like in 2019, 2020, it's all the garbage everywhere. It kind of got an overhaul. If you remember, like back in the day, like I think some of the San Diego guys were like, this car could be really cool if you just like fix that gaping hole in the transmission tunnel and like, you know, maybe look into some gauges or something. I mean, it had the 3 gauges situation like hanging below. It was horrible. I mean, and the carpet was wasted and door panels were wasted, or they're all original stuff. But I mean, the best upgrade is the obviously the air conditioning and the gauges. Those Dakota Digital, I think they're called HDX. But yeah, I mean, it was just time, you know, just to clean it up, and it was just so.
What'd you do with the trim ring on the shifter? Like, what's the black below it?
Yeah, that's a temporary one. It's a piece of wood that I kind of just carved out. The nuts are on the bottom, but it's all one piece, and I want to get it CNC'd out of aluminum, and just haven't had the motivation to get that drawn up and done. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly been the same other than those upgrades for the last, like, I don't know, 10 years or something.
What motor do you have? Is that an LS3?
LS1.
LS1?
Yeah, old motor.
Two-year shakedown. Well, we did throw a camera on this car earlier, so we should have some on-track footage, and as long as that came out, then we'll make a video of this.
Yeah.
And if not, I'll see you at the next event. And yeah, so thanks, Kevin. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's a wrap.